One of the things that a Filipina will not share to you or even mention to you is she is chatting with one or two more guys other than you. Is this bad? Is this a red flag? Or is this something that you can just skip, leave her alone, and just, go on your thing, find another Filipina? Today, guys, I'm gonna discuss here one of the things that we can consider a secret and something that a lot of foreign men who want to date a Filipina might feel upset, pissed off, or angry about. So stay tuned, fasten your seatbelts, because I'm gonna give you something that probably you will dislike me about or being just honest about these things. So stick around. This question that I'm going to share to you guys is one of the things or questions that Calvin, in the channel Sunshine Shoulders, have mentioned the questions that a foreign man should ask to her Filipina. Now, the question is, are you chatting with other guys? Okay, so that, for me personally, that is a valid question. It's not a bad question and it's not a good question as well. It's just a normal question. Now, before you get mad at her, I just want to give you guys a reminder that you ask this question and whatever her answer would be, well, I'm not saying that don't believe her, okay? Whatever answer she would give, get ready. Why? Because what if she's gonna be real honest with you and say, "Oh, I'm chatting with 2 to 5 guys, and you are the third one I'm chatting right now." So there you go. Is that really a bad thing or is that a red flag? Well, guys, to give you an explanation about this, why there are Filipinos who also chat with 2 or 3 or more guys, uh, I totally understand if they say this to you, if they confess to you, if they are honest enough, and if they are so courageous enough to tell you that you are not the only guy that they are chatting with. Well, the devil is in the details. Okay? So what if she says and explain that, "Oh, I'm chatting with 2 or more guys because I just want to have connections first. I want to know if I and the person will click. I just want to make friends with them, and I don't really have any romantic relationships with them." Okay, so that's pretty cool, right? Like, oh, that is just only for friendships and connections. And another reason, guys, is there are many Filipinas who got, I would say, not really scammed, but a lot of foreign men in their lives probably didn't really meet them at all. Those guys have promised them that they will meet her, but no one did. Okay, those guys stay in their parents' basement, and they didn't really buy a plane ticket, meet them on this date. You know what I mean? And they broke her heart. So I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, as long as she didn't have any romantic relationships with them yet. So for her, why not just stay cool, no rush, don't look desperate and don't be desperate. There's nothing wrong in going slow. And for her, why not just be friends and let's see who will be coming to the Philippines and available to meet her. And that is, I would say, better than getting online, hurrying up, like time is running out and there are no more men available tomorrow mindset. So I cannot really blame a lot of Filipinas and I cannot judge them, right? Like what I've said earlier, the devil is in the details. What if she's just chatting with them to make friends, to have connections, and let's see where it will go, right? And as long as it stays that way, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. If this is not your cup of tea, she says that you are the third or the fourth, the fifth guy. and this is not something you don't like, then tell her you don't like it, and you will not waste any more of her time. And you can also be honest with her that you don't want to waste your time as well, right? Leave her alone. Do not waste your energy or saliva and your time bashing her, telling her that she's like this, like that, because that is based on her experience before. Okay, and also there are also a lot of foreign men who also do this. And I think many Filipinos realize this as well, that, oh, there could be, that guy I'm chatting right now, well, no romantic labels, he could be meeting other Filipinas soon. So why should I be rushed? So why should I look desperate, right? So why not just meet people first, get to know them first, and that is a good idea too. So what are you going to do if that Filipina will answer your question? I would say that if you're gonna get mad and angry, well, I understand you, but no need to waste your time if this is not again your cup of tea. There are foreign men who are willing to meet her first as well, and they don't mind, if she is chatting with other guys too. If you're like them, well, go on, meet her as well, and let's see where it will go, right? There are Filipinas out there who will only focus on one guy at a time, right? So maybe that is just their style. But they are more on the serious type of girls. Like, for example, they started LDR with you, so they're gonna focus on you, and they are very sure that they want a label, especially a serious romantic label, when you, or even before you meet them. So those Filipinos who are chatting with two or more guys, and they don't really have any romantic relationships with them. So what is wrong with that, right? I know it's something like you don't want to hear, but what are you going to do if that is their answer? There is nothing wrong with chatting with a Filipina online in LDR, because this is a good start before you even meet her. Yes, of course, there are things that she might not say, but it doesn't mean that she is a scammer. It doesn't mean that she is a bad person, totally an evil woman, right? And of course, you as well, you won't really say a lot of things yet. You want to know first, you want to make sure if she's a scammer, if she's a real woman. You want to, yeah, do video calls, right? And so those Filipinas who are in this type of dating, like, it's not really date in a way, like they're gonna have a relationship with all those guys, seriously, you know so maybe they wanna get the first one, they wanna date the first one who will come to the Philippines first. So what Calvin has said, quote unquote, first come first serve basis. So I would say that it's up to the guy as well, it's up to the foreign man if you're okay with that. All right. So I guess at the end of the day, if you are not in this type of dating, you don't agree, you dislike that she is chatting to other guys, even on that, if the connection is just for friends, or just platonic, relationship, no emotional attachment. If you don't like that, and you don't, yeah, you do not prefer that type of Filipina, just go on. um you don't have to be harsh or mean to her. Just tell her what you prefer. Leave her alone. Everybody saves time when we are straightforward, right? So, because for her, her focus is those who are really honest about meeting her. All right. She's not. I wouldn't really say that she's the right woman for you or not the right woman for you, but For her, her agenda is meet these people, whoever get, you know, to meet her first. First come, first serve basis, like what Calvin said. And whoever comes first, then she will check if there's a relationship blooming, if she has chemistry with the guy, if the guy is, you know, has a good character, like that, because we can only learn about the person if we spend time with them. Before I end this video, is it bad if that Filipina is chatting with two or more guys and you are, I would say, maybe the fifth, you know? Well, I cannot really say that it's bad because, like what I've said, you need to know the details. But if you are someone who is, you know, you want to really start in LDR chatting and you just want to focus on a Filipina, just one Filipina at a time, you gotta be honest with the Filipina as well. Tell her, you can tell her, you know, give hints that you only want a Filipina who wants to focus on a one man at a time. Give her hints that, you know, I heard that there are Filipinas who talk to many guys or some guys at the same time, but no judgment to them, right? So give her a hint that you don't prefer a Filipina who does that if it is not your cup of tea, because probably sooner or later she will be honest with you as well that she doesn't want to rush, she doesn't want to get serious yet because she's not sure if, even she's chatting with 10 guys at the same time, she doesn't have any assurance that all of them, all those foreign men, will meet her soon. Do not get angry when she gives you an answer that you didn't like, or you don't like, an answer that you don't want to hear. If she said an answer, if she mentions something, it doesn't really mean that you have to believe, right? And it doesn't really mean as well that she is lying or being honest. That's why you really have to talk to her a lot of times. Okay? So prepare yourself if you ask questions. Well, you are the one who asks questions, so don't get mad. If ever she doesn't want to answer questions, well, that is her right as well. Thank you for your time. Thank you guys for your support. See you in the next video. Bye.